I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect this to happen. Given the state that the game is in, I'm actually kind of shocked that this didn't happen sooner. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of the absolute chads and chadettes that support this channel via Patreon. You're all freaking legends. Seriously, each and every single one of you. I would offer to give each of you a kiss, but I suffer from severe intimacy issues. Additionally, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest MMO gacha and gaming news, take a second here to follow MMSSTIX and I over on Twitter. We tweet daily. Now, according to a tweet made on the ELYON Twitter earlier today, to all of our adventurers, thank you for joining us in ELYON. Sadly, we will end the service in Europe and North America on December 7th. We will cherish the time that we had together and hope to make some more memories with you over the coming months. Navigating on over to their website, they do go over a couple different things. There is an important announcement that we have to make in regards to the future of ELYON in the European and North American regions. It has almost been a year since ELYON first launched back in late October of 2021, and over the months that we have had the opportunity to meet and engage with some exceptionally passionate players, we couldn't be more grateful for the continued support that you have shown us. We know that many of you are excited for the new class, the Soulbringer, that is available as of today. Nonetheless, we would like to set the correct expectations and bring you the unfortunate news up front. Now, they went on to state that players were excited for the new class. If they were in fact excited, there should realistically have been a spike in terms of concurrent players, returning players. That did not happen. Kakao Games Europe, following lengthy discussions with the game developer Bluehole Studio. Bluehole Studio, of course, were the developers behind Terra, who subsequently also shut down Terra recently, has made the difficult decision to terminate the live service of ELYON in Europe and North America due to the unsustainability of key performance indicators. The very low retention rate from incoming new players, in combination with a declining amount of active users, has made most content difficult to clear, leading us to the conclusion that we are no longer able to offer you the MMORPG experience that we are striving for. For this, we deeply apologize. So they actually, they confirmed the reason that they are shutting this down is because of the low retention rate from incoming new players. What this means is that new players are getting into the game and they are so turned away from it. It is such an unenjoyable experience for them that they do not continue playing long term. Then they go on to state, a declining amount of active users has made most content difficult to clear. That's pretty self-explanatory. Less and less people are playing it because the game is actually shit. The final day of service will be December 7th up until the regular weekly maintenance. We commit to making this process as transparent as possible, and we'll try to answer all of your questions in a satisfactory manner. So in essence, the game is done so poorly, and the game overall is such a poorly made MMO that nobody wants to play it long term, nobody wants to play it short term, and Kakao has lost their final MMO. Just last year or the year before, they lost Black Desert Online. Now, actually, I think they did recently purchase Arcade and Arcade Unchained, and they made that a pay-to-play subscription-based MMO. Unfortunately, for the really small number of Arcade players that remain active, can I play in a different region? Like Kakao Games Europe, publishers of ELYON in other regions have also implemented IP blocks based on their respective licensing agreements. If you eventually find yourself part of a different publisher's territory of service, you're more than welcome to play. Keep in mind that your EUNA in-game data will not be available in other regions, so ELYON is still going to technically be available in other regions that Kakao does not publish within. So this is technically a global, a Western shutdown, but not a shutdown that affects the entirety of the world, meaning this game is likely still going to be available in Korea and likely in other Asian regions. And then they go on to state on September 7th, it will be the last content update made until the game shuts down on December 7th. Now, honestly, it is always unfortunate to see an MMO shut down. It really is, especially when so many people were excited to play ELYON. They were excited to play Ascent Infinite Realm, but this game was just so bad that realistically, while there was interest in it initially, when people actually tried it out, well, the numbers speak volumes about the quality of the title, right? Now, Kakao themselves really don't have any other MMO properties currently available. They have been expanding into the mobile market to great success, I might add. So realistically, it looks like we might end up losing another global publisher, specifically that publishes MMOs. They have never been a good publisher, granted, but at the same time, that does leave us, unfortunately, with a smaller pool of publishers like Gamigo, like Gameforge, like Nexon, who are equally as bad, if not worse. Now, while it is unfortunate that ELYON shut down, I have a video on screen right now detailing the remaining MMOs scheduled to release between now and the end of this year, or alternatively, I also have a video on screen detailing the most popular gacha games in 2022, the gacha games that everyone else is playing, and you probably should be too if you're interested in gachas or just not interested in MMOs right now.